Hello Aquarius, welcome. Thank you for joining me. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are. This is your Fairy Oracle reading for December 2021 or thereabouts. I've pre-shuffled the cards to get your energy into the cards. So just a few final shuffles now, starting with the Animal Spirit Oracle deck. It is a general reading, Aquarius, so please just take what resonates with you. Leave the rest behind, or perhaps for somebody else at this time. But let's see what the energies want to say to you. So we'll start with the Animal Spirit, and this is to give some overall energies before we actually get fully into your reading. Okay, we've got Dove Spirit, Aquarius, and this says be peace. So this is about being peaceful within yourself, having a rest, taking time out, getting that peaceful harmony, a place of peaceful harmony within yourself. All right, beautiful. And Spirit, so it's time to collaborate. This is about communication, an exchange of ideas, perhaps. I need to communicate with those around you that have shared interests, perhaps in some way. An exchange of ideas. So let's see. I'll just do a final shuffle of the Fairy Oracle cards by Brian Froud. We'll see what the fairy realm want to say at this time. So we have the heart of your reading, the challenge around at this time, what's in your power ×2, a possible outcome dependent on free will, of course, and a message from your guides. All right, at the bottom of the deck we have the Singer of Connection. So this is something about connectivity. And of course we've already had collaboration. So connections with others. Possible for some of you connections within yourself also, but it could be a combination of both. So something about connected. We will come back to these energies in a little while, but let's do a bit more of a shuffle. So could we have some clarifying cards for all of the cards on the table, please, for Aquarius? All right, at the bottom of the deck we have the Singer of Healing. So there's healing here, and of course we had be peace. I feel an element of that message is about healing. Harmony, healing, relaxation. So there's healing coming down for you, Aquarius, and coming up from the earth realm for you also. So I feel there is something to do with inner healing, with connection, your inner connections. But I feel with the Singer of Connection, it's a combination of inner connections. And that's where the healing comes in, especially if internally, you know, whether it's energy, mentally, physically, things are not working properly in some way or another. So there's healing coming in for you. All right, that's interesting. Let's see. So at the heart of your reading, Aquarius, we have the Singer of the Chalice, and we have Micklamuckle. The Singer of the Chalice, this is opening up to healing. Very much a centre, very much at the heart of this reading. Opening up to healing, optimism, joy, positivity, abundance, all those beautiful energies, and the universe and the earth, you know, are sending down and then sending up for you. Micklamuckle This is a very young, childlike energy. This is, Mickle and Muckle takes each day, each minute as it comes. They're like a young child. So no worries about the past or the future, just enjoying the moment. And I feel what this is saying here for you, for some of you Aquarius, is to take each minute at a time. There's no rush. It's a time of healing. No expectations, just be in the moment now. Receive, be open to receive the healing that's coming in for you and that's around you. And just take each minute as it comes. Try not to worry about what's gone, what's coming. Make the most of the here and now. And in that way, the healing is going to be more effective. The healing energies are going to be more effective, because Mickle and Muckle doesn't become stressed. And we know that stress is not good for us mentally, physically. And so, you know, limit the stress. And that can happen by just taking everything as it comes. Reducing any stresses. And that allows the healing to start to take place. All right, what are the challenges for you at this time? Well, we've got the Maiden and we've got Iris of the Rainbow. The Maiden is something new, something in its early stages that needs focusing on, that needs nurturing, care and attention, because something new is in its early stages. The clarifier is Iris of the Rainbows, and this is an energy of still holding on to something from the past, but gradually acknowledging and turning and acknowledging the blessings that are coming down for you. So gradually acknowledging something new beginning. In one way or another, whatever that's to do with. But these are challenges for you, Aquarius. This is a challenge for you at this time. All right, let's see if we can get more information. All right, what's in your power? Well, we have the Lady of the Harvest and Sahara of the Waters. The Lady of the Harvest, this is when there's a sense of loss, a sense of sadness, perhaps grieving over something that's gone or that you feel has gone. It's like at harvest time, you harvest what there is, but then there's no more growth because it's the end of a cycle. Sahara of the Waters, this is about emotions, managing emotions, being emotional, feeling emotional perhaps, over something that, this sense of loss, grieving. So it's very emotional time. Now this is in your power position, so I feel what this is saying is that, you know, with the healing that wants to come down for you, that is coming down, that's around you, you know, it's about managing your emotions now. As you're becoming healed, as you're becoming more connected within yourself, and starting to feel at peace within yourself, that's going to help with your emotions at this time, even at this time of feeling this sense of loss in some area. So what else is in your power, Aquarius? Well, we've got Fairies of the Future and we've got the Sage. And Fairies of the Future is looking to the future, a planning stage, not action orientated, but a stage of thinking about the next steps of where you're going, and using your wisdom, using your intuition about this planning stage. What's the best way forward? The Sage is very contemporary, is very up to date with modern situations, modern times. but he has a lot of knowledge and wisdom. That's why one of his eyes is blanked out, because that's here, he's looking inward. So he can see outwardly with one eye, but he looks inward with the other one, tapping into his intuition and knowledge base that is built up over time. And so this is, as you're thinking about the next steps going forward, it's tapping into your internal wisdom now, and it's within your power to do that, Aquarius. It's going to be beneficial for you. All right, a possible outcome here, we have Lom the Poet and the Master Maker. So Lom the Poet is the dreamer of the fairy oracle, of the fairy realm. He's an idealist. He gets lost in his thoughts and his dream, thinking about poetry, writing, reading, the arts, and he can appear quite switched off to others around him. But you can wake him up, you can bring him to into the present by talking to him about that which interests him or her. So as an outcome, there's bear with me a minute. Let's have a look at the Master Maker as a clarifier. The Master Maker is just when you think that you are the best you can be, that there is no more growth within a certain area, the Master Maker says you can be better, you can excel, there is room for more growth. And I feel this more growth is about your ideals. What is it that sparks you, Aquarius? What is it you dream about? What is it that you think about? What is it that really interests you? And the Master Maker says, you know, you can actually get there. You can grow into this bigger skin. You know, you're not restricted in any way. You know, dream big, dream big. Grow a bigger skin that you can then grow into, and it's to do with your dreams and your wishes. What is it your guides would like to say to you, Aquarius, at this time? Well, we have the Fawn and the collection of pixies. The Fawn is very much being in the groove when things are going smooth sailing, going exactly in the direction they need to. You know, when the path is cleared and everything is smooth sailing. And we get those times every now and again, don't we? When we feel everything is working out just right. The clarifier is the collection of pixies, the collective of pixies. And the message with the collective of pixies is saying that it's just tackling those mundane jobs, those tasks, they're everyday tasks that have to be done. You know, they're a bit boring, they're mundane. We can perhaps put them off, can't we? Because we just, you know, not interested in doing them, but we can't keep putting them off. So this is something to attend to, but get others to support, and that makes the task a lot lighter, a lot easier, a lot more fun at times. So make fun of it, make light of whatever this is, and you can do that more easily by getting others on board with you, and that'll help things to become more plain sailing, to get more into the groove, you know, and get things done, get things sorted. because we've already had time to collaborate. So yes, time to get other people on board with you, to create a peaceful, more harmonious situation within. So connectivity, healing, managing emotions, coming to terms with some form of loss, some form of a completion of an old cycle that needed perhaps to complete, or that was destined to complete. However, you still get that sense of loss. But it is about managing your emotions around that, and using your wisdom now as you start to think about the future, what the next steps are going to be. So there's a new beginning here, a new beginning that you're having to still come to terms with, I feel. But it's important to just take it a day at a time, minute to minute. You know, don't stress. Allow the healing to fill you now, and just get others on board with any mundane duties that still need attending to. Get others on board to help now. And you're going to find you've got lots of help around you. You don't have to carry these responsibilities on your own. Right, could we have 2 more messages for Aquarius, please, to complete this reading? 2 more messages for Aquarius, please, to complete this reading. And remember, it's also a time to think big now. Think big, you know. What is it you wish for? What is it you're wishing for? What is it you want? Where are your dreams? Think big. 2 final messages for Aquarius, please. Yes, here we go. We've got fellow travellers. You know, support is all around you, which is what we've just been talking about. There's a wealth of support around you as you set off on the next stage of your journey, Aquarius. Beautiful. And you're crossing a bridge now. It's time for healing, connecting, mending and releasing. A time of change, healing, you know, crossing this bridge, moving on, deciding which way you're going to go now. Beautiful. A beautiful reading for you, Aquarius. I'm going to leave it there. Whoever this is for, I hope it's had meaning for you, that you understand what this is trying to say, what this reading is trying to say to you. But good luck going forward. Until next time, bye bye for now.